Alright, race fans, welcome live tonight here, ExtremeMotorsports99.com, Michigan Speedway, big track, big speed, a lot of good talent out here tonight. Well, one race until we start the chase. This race here tonight is going to bring out the best of the best. We got some good battles about to happen. Obviously, some guys locked into the chase. Well, as always, I'm Joe White up here. Want to welcome everybody, 2018 style. And this is the first race here for ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series here tonight for 2018. Well, my good buddy up here tonight, man, Dre Everly from Dre Broadcast. Dave, how you doing, man?
Dre Everly, look at you, Joe. I'm doing very good. How you doing?
My bad. I'm sorry. I so used to call you Dre, man.
Everybody does. I won't hurt you this time.
Good deal, man. I tell you what, new year, new season. Well, new year, same season, but it's about to be a new season because after tonight, man, we got 5 races to crown a champion. So you know from that point on, it's almost like it is a new season for these guys.
Yeah, most definitely. So, I mean, pretty much going into the chase, it's basically the way it's going to be because they're going to start over with their points with the top 12 battling out for 5 races here to do the championship.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, it's going to be a very, very good one here tonight. I want to welcome everybody out in the chat. Everybody, man, tuning in here live tonight. Michigan International Speedway. Going to be a good one here. ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series. And always, we call him the Superman. And he's put it on pole here tonight. Locked into the chase. But right there, man, we might be talking about there, though, is Mike Rominger, who has really stepped up. Could be a what is it, like I would call a dark horse here coming into the chase. He's got some momentum building on his side. And by points as of right now, he's in very, very good shape. Right now, he's sitting 6th in points, tied with Hunter McDaniel. And if we recalculated all the points, he actually would be sitting about 8th in points. The top 12 advance into the chase. We know that here, Dave, and everybody else. All the drivers do that. So right now, a good finish out of him or a win obviously definitely locks him in. But I mean, if he maintains top 10, he's in pretty good shape after tonight. And he's starting out there in 2nd right now.
Yeah, most definitely. But the guys we got to watch tonight, right now, you got Davis Richard. He's 2 points out from 12th place. Cameron Hearn, he's 14 points out from 12th place. Sitting in 12th right now with points is James Thorndike with Nick Hunt 11th, Tyler Sifford 10th, and Scott Mitten 9th. So you're looking from 12th to about 15th. These guys need to get a good finish here to get into that points. Or some of the longer shots that are in the top 20 in points, they got a chance too, but they got to come away with the win.
And you're right. Now you talk about Cameron Hearn. He has a win. He just pretty much has to maintain. He's already got the total top 20 here, and he's obviously, you know, got the 8 start. So as of right now, if he was to maintain and not drop out of 20th in points after this race, he's pretty much a lock. But like what you just said, Davis Richards, he is an outside man looking in. If we rearrange the points as of right now, and I did it earlier, Dave, and was talking to Davis before the race, he is actually in 13th spot. So he's outside looking in right now. You're right, Nick Hunt and James Thorndike right there on the cutoff line of this thing. So it's going to be interesting to watch how their race goes, how everything transpires. But again, we've got a couple drivers in the top 20 that, hey, if they win tonight, they can punch their ticket into the chase just as easy as anybody else.
Well, I'm actually taking a look here, as you're absolutely right. Cameron Hearn, currently 13th in points with 220. He's 227 points. 20th is Greg Bradshaw. He's 194 points. I mean, pretty much Cameron Hearn would have to finish almost dead last to have any possibility of dropping out of the top 20 and not being able to be in the chase with that win. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, you know, I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's, you know, it had to take almost a miracle on itself to get knocked out. So that's why I was looking at it earlier and talking to Davis. You know, he's had an up and down season. Obviously, Nick Hunt not having the race last week that he wanted, you know, coming out of that one, it kind of hurt him in points a little bit. James Thorndike, though, let's look at him and his stats right quick. He's actually sitting, you know, obviously we're at race 5 here, or excuse me, race 10 of the regular season. He's actually had 4 top 10s, 1 top 5. So out of half of the season so far, he's finished in the top 10. Very good, as opposed to like what Nick Hunt, 3 top 10s, 1 top 5, and 2 top 10s and 1 top 5 for Davis Richards. So if you look at those numbers there, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a tight race when this one's over with.
Well, yeah, I mean, we still got some people like Chris Gibby's got a chance, Keith Haney, Marty Ray, Mike Franklin, Richie Evans. I mean, these guys are inside the top 20, but I mean, they got to get up there. They got to come away with that win to lock them in. So, I mean, we could see a couple drivers that are in the top 12 right now kind of get knocked right out of there just by some of these guys further back in the field, somewhere about 15th to 18th point in points, coming away with a win. You know, they have a chance of knocking out a couple of someone that pretty much might think they're in.
There you go. You're 100% right. I mean, so it's a long shot. It's obviously it's Michigan. It's a good track, big track here. It's like about 2 mile, a little bit, right? 2 miles, a little bit over 2 miles.
Yeah, it's a 2 mile track here in Brooklyn, Michigan.
Yeah, so huge track, a lot of speed, a lot of passing opportunity here. But definitely anything can happen. As we're getting set here to go green flag racing here soon tonight. Michigan Speedway here, folks. ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series. This is the last race here of the regular season. And we go off into the chase next week, though. And we'll lock in 12 drivers after the night here. Well, let's get these guys, man, gridded up, because it's definitely going to be very, very interesting what we see here from these gentlemen tonight. As I'm going to bring up our grid in order here, because the man on pole tonight, we call him the Superman. Jake Nichols right there puts it on pole. And right beside of him, Mr. Extreme himself, Mike Rominger. You got John Houston right there starting in 3rd. Tom Whitmore, he's pulling it up in the 4th place spot. James Thorndike, we were just talking about him. He is sitting right there at 12th in points on the cutoff line. But he is starting 5th tonight, trying to show some waves here. 6th place man, Greg Bradshaw. That's another one outside looking in. If he pulls a win off, he could stick his nose in there for a shot to be into the chase. Marty Ray starting 7th. Richie Evans sitting in 8th. David Elliott 9th. We got Vern Bradley rounding out the top 10. We look at the rest of this field. Dave, it is just star-studded, skill-based, and action-packed.
Yeah, like you said, we got 90 laps here. So I tell you what, I think the big thing that's going to battle these drivers, tire wear, especially with the new builds that have been implemented here recently in the last build with iRacing. I've been noticing a lot. Tire wear is even greater. You see the time drop, and then, I mean, you just see these cars breaking loose because of the tire wear.
Yep, you're 100% on that one, and definitely is something we'll keep in mind here tonight. Definitely tire wear, like you just said. It's just something we're just going to have to watch as this race transpires over the course of, hey, 100 laps, well, 90 laps, excuse me. 90 laps can go by pretty quick here. It all depends on what we got to look at as far as, you know, cautions or anything like that. But hopefully that doesn't happen a lot. These guys might have a pretty clean race. I mean, you know, Michigan usually brings about it some high speeds and clean racing.
Yeah, but I mean, it just all depends how well these guys hold their lanes here. So, I mean, you got high speeds, you got some good drafting opportunities, but usually as these runs go longer, I mean, you got to be careful because they usually become a one-lane track.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, as we get to sit here, the pace car's pulling them off, Dave, and I tell you, I'm getting kind of goosebumps every time I do it. This is actually the first race here for Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series, year 2018. We're kicking it off the right way. I want to appreciate everybody out here tuning in. OSR Network, friends staying live to you here tonight on YouTube, and all the fellow viewers out there. Definitely love, man, watching y'all come in. I see we got a few of them out there. Jay Pryor's out there. They call me Reds out there, and James out there, Dakota. So a lot of actually the drivers themselves who run in some of the other series, Dave, out there watching this one tonight.
Yes, so I mean, well, I mean, the thing of it is, the end of the season, some of these guys are going to get promoted and asked to join the higher up series, so they're probably just doing a little scouting just in case they get that call up.
Hey, no doubt about it. Definitely look at your competition. Well, here we go. Pace car's coming out of turn 4. And it's going to bring these monster-style machines to the line here for the first race here at Extreme Motorsports 99.com of 2018 in the Xfinity Series. Pace car's in. Here we go. Jake Nichols and company up front brings them to the line, and he gets a good jump out there. Mike Rominger's got Tom Whitmore all over his back deck lids to head off into turn 1. It is a battle already for the second, third, fourth spot back there. And the one thing we'll see all race long here, Dave, is this place is a multi-groove style track. You can go low, high, middle. You could take it 3 wide and make this thing very, very wide along this whole entire track.
Yeah, it's a wide track, but I mean, as the race goes on, you're going to see the rubber build up. And, you know, as these tires wear, it's kind of going to be a little hard to make that pass. So they tend to usually try to make that pass earlier in the run. But as you said, I mean, we can see just about anything, really.
Absolutely. We'll come to complete lap number 1 here of a 90 in the books. Jake Nichols leads them to the charge on that one right there. Got a pretty good lead out right now, about a half second on that man, John Houston, right there in the 88 machine. Tom Whitmore, he is going around Mike Rominger for that third place spot. So your top 3 right now, single file, nose to tail. But look at that in the 5th place. And that 59. He understands the importance here tonight. He needs a very, very good finish out of this one. A win definitely seals the deal, but a very good finish. And right now, he is definitely doing what he has to do to make sure he gets in to the chase. And behind him, we were just talking about it, Dave. Look at these guys. They're 2 wide, almost 3 wide coming out of the turn number 1.
Well, I mean, some of these guys, this is their last chance. They got to get up there and battle. They got to come away with that win. That's the only way they're going to get in for the championship. So we're going to see some slicing and dicing tonight.
No doubt about it. You're 100% right, because they're already doing that up there around about the looks like the 7th all the way to back to about the 11th place spot. They are fanned out there 2 by 2 coming around the turn. 3 wide as the 65's almost thinking about it with Vern Bradley. That looks like Tyler Sifford and company there. Man, they are definitely getting racy very early on at lap 4 of 90 here at Michigan.
Yeah, definitely, as they're running double wide there. So a lot of these drivers, they want to get in here and do as best as they can. So we'll just have to see. If, I mean, thing of it is, if you push early, it's going to tear your tires up. So and that'll be the question if they can maintain.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. Well, Jay Pryor says a teammate out there. You're looking for you're actually looking for Travis Pryor. Let's see what Travis Pryor right now is running a 24th position. And I just noticed something. Cameron Hearn did not make the field, along with Ethan Kurtz did not make the field here. Didn't make the start of the race. It's not showing them out there. So unfortunately, now as far as Cameron Hearn goes, we talked about it. That's going to put him in last place, but I still feel like he's pretty much a lock in for the chase wise. We'd have to get a redneck math out, you know.
I think I got one of them laying around here. Let me see if I can find it.
There you go. While you're doing that, we'll watch some of this action going on. You know, Vern Bradley right there is currently in the 8th spot. Marty Ray right there. They're all single file nose to tail all the way to the front. You gotta go back here to Cody McFadden, Davis Richards, who is outside looking in. Hey, what's up, Ken? How you doing, man? He's outside looking in, and he's right there battling along with Nick Hunt. Now, Nick Hunt, who is obviously sitting currently, he would be sitting in the 10th place in points. If he just stays right there, and look at aggressive move right there, contact between Mason Weitzel and Nick Hunt as he pushed out the other man out of the way there. That would actually be, I believe, Bryce Senesax or Gary Bradshaw, excuse me, Greg Bradshaw. Man, Mason is trying to tear through the field here. Got very, very dicey there for one moment.
Yeah, I mean, that's I'm actually kind of surprised at that. I mean, Mason's already in 2 wins this season. So, I mean, really, he doesn't really have to push hard. He doesn't really, I mean, honestly, he could finish dead last and be able to go in, but he's actually pushing real hard. I guess he wants to come away with that 3rd win.
And no doubt about it. You know, these guys are constant professionals. And another thing, it's just like in any sports. You want that momentum going into the playoffs, and that's pretty much what we're heading into. The playoffs here, the chase of what the NASCAR, and actually here we have on iRacing. So these guys want that momentum. They don't want to come in kind of stalled out. They want to see what they can bring to the table. True that, you know, he could sit back there and know that he's already in this thing, but he wants to kind of maybe, hey, he's a competitor. I'd be a competitor too. Get out there and try to get that thing to the front. What's up, John Marine? How you doing out there, man? It's a very good race. I like Michigan. Right now, they're kind of nose to tail, the top, probably about top 20 or so right now, all single file line. But there's so many grooves here that you can run in and just get around this track. And I see Davis Richards right now letting Nick Hunt. So if we look at the points as of right now, it's pretty much stuck at where we are with Davis Richards still looking outside in. And Nick Hunt would be in as of right now. He's sitting right there in that 15th spot. So definitely a close one here so far.
Yeah, most definitely so. I mean, the thing of it is, I think right now, let me look at my points standing here. Davis Richards still looking out, as you said, looking from the outside in. But he has got to just do 2 spots or more, or actually 3 spots or more. Actually, he's sitting in 12th. So, I mean, he's just got to make sure he stays ahead, because the only problem is Cameron Hearn already got a win. So he has actually got to do better than 2 positions. He's got to do 3 positions better than James Thorndike to be able to secure himself in. If James finishes 2 spots, or actually 2 spots behind him, I think James Thorndike's going to edge out Davis Richards for that 12th spot.
Well, man, yeah, you're over there doing all that math to give me a headache already. I tell you what, that's some scenarios, and that's just how tight it is here in the point series. I mean, obviously a win gets you in, but right now some fantastic racing going on amongst these guys back there. Davis Richards, Nick Hunt. They got Greg Bradshaw back there in the mix. You see Bryce Senesax. Those guys are back there jockeying around. They're in a single file, but they get about side by side. Mason Weitzel, though, is a man on a move right now. As, boy, he is close right there to the 57 of Hunter McDaniel. That leaves the door open for the 13. 13's around. That's Matt Hoover.
Yeah, he's around, but he gets it down off the track, so they keep the green flag out.
Yeah, and he slams that inside wall hard, tears the car up. That's one thing, though. A lot of people will be like, well, wait a minute, why didn't a caution come out? In a track like this on iRacing, this track here, if you get so far off the groove or off into the apron or grass, it will not throw a caution. So that's another thing about this track here, is definitely you'll have to, keep that in mind as a driver. You're not always going to get a caution just because you spun. It's going to take a lot to get one. Well, Our leader right now, and I tell you what, he's definitely locked into the chase. He's got about a 6/10 lead over that man John Houston in the 88 machine. That's Jake Nichols right there. Call him the Superman. I do anyways on the Cup side. He's definitely done a lot. He's a two-time champ, Cup Series champion here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. And the Cup Series looking to do it for the first time here in the Xfinity Series. He's got some heavy competition coming into the chase though. And, you know, you got Tom Whitmore, Mason Weitzel there coming in, just to name a few, coming in with him. And it's always good to have rivalries. It's always good to have competition. And it's going to be interesting after tonight, the next 5 races, what's going to transpire.
Yeah, I'm also just taking a look here. Interesting, Cameron Hearn did not start the race tonight. He's down on pit road.
Yep.
Only 29 cars in, so 26 running right now, with Matt Hoover the last in 26th position. So Cameron Hearn is going to lock himself into the chase here. He's not going to be, there's no way he can be eliminated from the top 20.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Me and you were here on the post race a little bit about that, what it would have to be. And you know, he was out there, but oh, look at that. Richie Evans almost got up into the side there. Tom Whitmore. Now there's what Tom doesn't want. Now Tom's locked in. Obviously he don't want to wreck his car. He wants that momentum going in just to show. Richie Evans though, if I'm not mistaken, let me look at where he is. We really haven't talked much about him, but you know, he's sitting 14th in points. Now, he technically could get up there into the 12th spot. He would have to jump over James Thorndike or Nick Hunt, but he's going to need a lot of help to do it. I mean, right now, obviously in the spot he's running in, 6th spot, he's doing a pretty good job of it, because if you look at Nick Hunt, he's about, well, what, 9 points ahead of him? Well, he needs about 20 points, I think. A little over 20 points to leapfrog Nick, and he needs about the same to get to James. Doable. It's obviously a long race. He's doing what he has to do. But we talked about it, Dave. Remember, we said one of these other guys sitting in the top 20, don't count him out. He wins the race. Hey, he's in.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, if he wins, right now, James Thorndike and Davis Richard are on the bubble. That's going to move Nick Hunt down into 12th position, with Cameron Hearn locking himself into the race. So, well, actually, no, that's still James Thorndike still sitting there in 12th.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, that would knock out James Thorndike, you know, and put him right there in that spot. So, it's possible, but the question is can anybody beat the 73 of Jake Nichols?
You know, and that's a very tough question. I know everybody always says, man, look, y'all say a lot about Jake. Well, the guy wins, and it's just very difficult not to. I mean, yeah, he's a constant professional. He's a pro-style driver, and when we say pro-style drivers, here on iRacing, there's actually peak-style drivers. Look at the 3-wide Mason Weitzel just did right there on Vern Bradley. Very gutsy move, but he had to get out of it. Well, that could have been disastrous. But back to what I was saying, because that was just some extreme action right there for a second. Those cars are right there just all fan dealt nose to tail. But pro-style drivers here on iRacing is they have a peak antifreeze series where a lot of the best in iRacing race that. And Jake is one of those. So definitely he knows how to wheel one of these machines around a track.
Yeah, most definitely. So, and that's the thing is we did see he didn't win the championship last season. He kind of got shocked there. So it's possible these coming 5 races, because I'll tell you what, the 6 of Tom Wetmore, I've seen him in the truck series. You know, he gets into that chase and he's just a whole different animal. So, I mean, some drivers are like that. They get into the chase and you just see them totally different driver that they've seen the rest of the season. So anything's possible once we move into the chase.
Yep. Correct you on one thing. Jake won the Cup Series. Mason Weitzel's around. He didn't win it the season prior. Yellow's out, but Mason Weitzel, wow, one of the chase contenders right there, slamming the wall hard. He had contact right there. And the 13 of Matt Hoover's around also. Let's go back on the replay and check that out. But, yeah, Jake won the Cup last season. The season prior to that, Dave, he lost by 1 point.
That actually started with contact between Mason
98.
Weitzel and Tyler Sippert.
Yeah, it did. Just watched it right there on the replay. Raced, I'm gonna call it as just racing hard. Let the admins do their job on what they want to look at it as. They were just racing hard. Two guys taking up the same real estate, got into each other there. Man, some tore up race cars. And obviously, here's the thing. Um, there is no fast fixes. So you tear these cars up, it could be a one and done. Bobby Cheney out there, what's going on, Bobby? Mr. Consistency himself runs the Cup Series here. I tell you what, it's man, I hate to see that on Mason's part. I hate to see it on Matt Hoover's part there. Just looked like two guys going for the same real estate, just kind of contact. Mason was making his way up through the field pretty quick and making some pretty good moves at it.
Yeah, most definitely. But I mean, the thing of it is you're going to have to get down pit road and have that pit crew banging on that car for a little bit.
Yeah, get Sledgehammer out there.
We're going to get you out of the booth, get you down in there, and let you take out some of your frustration, Joe.
Yeah, there you go. Get my jackhammer out while I'm down there. Oh, well, Dave, we're here 2018, start of the season, man. I know you've had a race here at Extreme on Monday night. It was a very good one there in the K&N. Y'all was doing some road racing action there. You had the truck series last night for Extreme. I had my first race of 2018 here. Racing for a cause. This is my first one here for Extreme. It's been a very, very good one right now. So, how's your 2018 going so far?
It's still going, still early. We'll have to give it some time to see what happens, pretty much.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. We're only like 2 days into it or whatnot. Actually, 3 now, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, it's good. New year, new things, new excitement. Everybody has what they call their New Year's resolutions, so to speak. And me, I just sit around and go, well, another year to go.
I tell you what, you want to honestly know what my New Year resolution is? Not to pull my hair out, because my oldest, my daughter, turned 13 on January 1st.
Oh, look at you, man. I tell you what, well, mine's not far behind you. He's 11, but I also got a 22-year-old, so feel your pain, man.
Yeah, but I got a 13-year-old girl now.
Yeah, you got boys coming over soon.
Well, I can handle that.
Gotta love it. Well, hello out there, Dre. Yeah, no doubt. Dre's out there. John, man's definitely out there. And that's right. Check out some great action here. Not only here at OSR Network, the Online Sim Racing Network, we're bringing the Extreme Motorsports99.com here, Xfinity Series and Cup. Check out Dre Broadcast Network on YouTube, man. Those guys, man, bringing the K&N Series along with the Truck Series. And they got several other series just like we do. And hey, if you love racing all together, man, you're definitely going to love watching that throughout the whole entire week. I love the racing. It's good to get back. Had a little bit of break there. Feel a little refreshed. Still got a few things. Got a big season here for 2018 coming. Going to be interesting. I've said it a million times. I enjoy what I do. Enjoy the people out there that come out and watch. Dave, appreciate you being up here in the booth with me.
Anytime, buddy. Anytime.
It's always fun to watch these guys and the girls and the ladies out there and the men. We'll go ahead and put it that way. And kids, if you got some. Sometimes we have kids out there. But sometimes we got kids driving too. I mean, it's amazing the ages of some of these guys out here running. I think the youngest I've seen, actually, I'll be honest with you, Dave, the youngest actually I had out there, 9 years old. And let me tell you, I watched him race. He's in another league, and he raced about as good as some of the older ones did.
Sometimes I wonder, all these people that beat me, I bet you they're probably like 8-year-olds.
It was amazing. His dad watches the races, and it's awesome, man, to watch him and watch him race through it and grow. And it was just fantastic to watch. And when they told me that, I kind of kept it on the lowdown on who it is, because they didn't want it known or anything out there. And a lot of leagues turned him down because of his age. Obviously, the reason why. But man, I saw him out there, and he's raced very, very good. And the way I see it, man, if he's that good at that age, wait till he gets up to 14, 15, 16. Holy cow, man, he can be a professional.
One thing I wonder though, I mean, because I mean, if you look, you can get into racing real early in real life, racing go-karts. Then you kind of move up into the dirt series, maybe the minis and whatnot. So, I mean, you can get into racing early.
Yep, absolutely. James Eisenhower, you're right. Adam Eisenhower, he has the SimsSpeedShop.com machine out there running. Right now, he's sitting currently in the 19th place spot, but not sure what they sell or anything. Go check them out, SimsSpeedShop.com, and I guess you could get some awesome sim stuff there. You know, so that's Adam Eisenhower running a real-time sponsor out there, and that's another thing we've talked about in the past. You know, real sponsors here at Sim Racing. It's awesome. It's awesome to see the growth of it. Awesome to see how broad the range is for iRacing in general.
Yeah, I'm actually looking on their site now. You know, they got custom button boxes, pre-designed button boxes. So pretty much you can go there and get anything for your sim rig that you might possibly need.
Nice, good deal. There you go. Another avenue along with Rick Motec here and all. So definitely something to look into. SimSpeedShop.com. Check those guys out. Adam Eisenhower, definitely appreciate it. We're getting back set to go back green flag racing here at Michigan. As that pace car's coming out of turn 4. Ducks off on pit road. Man up front, Jake Nichols along with John Houston right there on the outside. Jake gets a good jump. Here comes Mike Rominger though on the inside. He's going to try to take that second place spot. Going into turn 1, can't get it done as John gets a good jump. See if he's going to try to cut him off. He does. Almost cuts the nose of the 9 machine off going into the turn.
Yeah, so I mean, you got some good battles up front there. Jake Nichols, though, he is liking to see these battles right behind him. That's just giving him time to pull away. Alan Elwood, he's there in the mix as he's now looking underneath the 88 of John Houston. He is looking to move up into that second position.
No doubt about it. Alan J. Elwood, he's a winner here. Definitely locked into the chase here tonight, but he's looking for more. Another win here, and he is all over the back end of the 88 machine right there, trying to get more if he can. The 9 of Mike Rominger, he just wanting to hang on to where he is. James Thorndike having a fantastic run right now. Vern Bradley, he's kind of outside looking in on the points, but he's having another good, fine finish here. Sitting in 7th along with Tom Whitmore as they're battling it out there. Hunter McDaniel, Nate Trito sitting in the top 10 right now. Well, these guys right there, they're just all within inches of one another battling around this track. Fall asleep on me?
Oh, sorry, I had kids talking in my ear.
Hey, I have that all the time.
You know how
too.
it is.
Oh, if you'd have watched my one last night, I forgot that I didn't have my mic on, push to talk. I had a character, my little one comes in and he had his finger stuck. He had a hole in his jean and he had his finger stuck in one of the little threads, and he come out and I went, and the first word that come out of my mouth, and excuse my language folks, was, how the hell did you do that? And I didn't know that my mic was open at the time, so I said, I'm sorry folks, I had a character for me, but I was like, wow. He was like, my finger stuck.
Well, the only thing is most of the people, a lot of these people watching are parents. If you're not a parent, that's what you got to look forward to, because they are going to do some of the things you're just going to pull your hair out trying to figure out how the heck they did it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Definitely the joys, man, of parenthood, and like you said, and a lot of these guys, parents we talk about, who got guys out here, girls, I've seen them too, out here racing in the sim community and racing here tonight, so to speak. I mean, you know, there's some young ones. Obviously, our leader, Jake Nichols, he's not that old. I believe he just turned 18, maybe. I know he's in his teens still. Tyler Sifford's still in, college himself, I know of. Ethan Kurtz is obviously still in high school. I think Travis Pryor is a young one out there. Those are just a couple I know right off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think Travis is, because I know his grandma and his dad were out here, or his dad was out here, definitely so. Because Jay Pryor, Jay Pryor's his uncle. So his uncle and his grandmother are always out here in the chat watching him race. And even with some of my other races, it's good to see the parents come out and cheering on their kids.
You know, I've always said it, and I've said it in the past 100 times. Love the family members, love the interaction that they bring to this here. And the great racing we got right now is Jake Nichols out front, leading this one along with John Houston right there in second. Alan J. Elwood sitting in third. Mike Rominger fourth. Tom Whitmore sitting in fifth. James Thorndike right there in sixth. Marty Ray seventh. Hunter McDaniel eighth. Nate Trito ninth. Around the top 10. So Richie Evans. And, oh, well, correction, Travis is 24. Wow, I thought he was a lot younger than that. So, my bad. I was actually trying to give him some years or take some away from him.
Well, probably in the future, he's going to hope some people do that.
Yeah, if you flip that number around to 42, he'll probably want to flip back to 24. So, there you go. I agree with him coming from an old guy like myself here. So, yeah, but hey.
Yeah, you old people.
Old people, man, it's terrible, man. It's just terrible. Well, I'll tell you what, right now, John Houston is closing in the gap just a little bit on Jake Nichols, but he is bringing along Alan J. Elwood along with him there, that number 4 machine. Now, Jake obviously probably found out something, and we've seen him do this time and time again. It's just no secret, out of the ordinary. He has actually been, you know, we've seen him get big leads and then all of a sudden back up. I got a feeling, just me right off the bat and seeing what he does, is he gets out there, sees what that car will do flat out, and then the next run kind of back off and let it run just a little bit because he knows what he can do later on in the race. Might be what he's doing now, not 100% sure. But again, remember what Alan J. Elwood did in a couple races ago, Dave, earlier. He wasn't having the fastest car, but towards the middle end of the race, man, he found something and just blistered the rest of the field.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him do that time and time again. He'll lead, especially the last few races, you know, he'll let Alan Elwood get up to him and get around him. And then that's the thing with Jake Nichols, you got to give him credit for. He's always watching. He's learning. Because we've seen Alan Elwood get by him like he was sitting still. And then all of a sudden you've seen Jake Nichols, oh, okay, that's what he's doing. And then next thing you know, here comes Jake Nichols back around him.
You're right. Definitely on that one. So you just always got to learn, always got to be a constant professional out here, and that separates the I guess the old saying is the men from the boys, but from the best here too. And right now we're seeing some of the best here that iRacing and Extreme Motorsports 99.com has to offer. Jake Nichols up front, Alan J. Elwood there in second, John Houston in third, who you know, coming off he missed the first 5 races of the season. So he's been back here the last couple races now. He had not a very good race the last race. The race before he didn't do too bad in. Tonight having a very good bounce back, sitting in third. Mike Rominger, he's turning up the wick. Now we talked about the chase, obviously, because after tonight our chase starts. Anything can happen in that chase. And if we go back 2 seasons ago, I just mentioned it earlier in the Cup Series. Bobby Cheney and company from the SRA, they came in, and Bobby Cheney won the first race in the chase. Jake finished like 4th in that chase. It was the Talladega race. But for the rest of the chase on, and Jake won like the next 3 races in the 5 races, okay, out of that whole series. The problem was every time he turned around, Bobby Cheney was finishing second or right there in the top 5. But one of those races, it took one bad race for Jake and put him in a hole going into the last race. And I think he got wrecked. He got wrecked in it, or wrecked, he got in trouble. And he finished that race like 15th or so, and it put him in a hole. So we talk about Mike Rominger. He is one who is looking like here lately, he's definitely got a formula to win, a formula for consistency. All it will take is him getting a good footing in that first race coming out of Talladega to maybe pull off another championship, because he is a past champ here.
Yeah, but I mean, once again, first race of the chase, Talladega. So I hate saying it, but it's a crapshoot. It is basically a roll of the dice. Who's going to get the snake eyes? Who's going to get the odd number and go to the back of the field?
Nope.
It's about who can work through the field with the draft and stay out of the wrecks. So that's going to be the question. Actually, I'm taking a look here. Looks like we got a little bit of an issue. Davis Richards is Looks like he's
Yeah.
out of the car.
I see that down in 24th position. So his hopes of getting in the chase have pretty much just went away with that right there, especially with how Nick was running and how James Thorndyke's been running all night long. Hate to see that because he was looking very, very optimistic coming into this race, and he's one that wanted to do very, very well. And right now, like you said, back in 24th, just he's 2 laps down. So definitely, man, there's some technical issues. Just hate to see it. So first casualty of the chase here, or the race going into the chase tonight for one of the drivers hoping to make it in.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, looking at his quality, it's really low. So he's suffering from some internet issues.
Yeah, and I tell you, that's the one thing you can't control, internet issues, even on my end here. And I know you dealt with it, Dave, yourself. It's just one of them deals you can't control. Hey, we can't control weather, we can't control power, we can't control anything else. So I hate to hear that on Davis Richards' part, and even like with Ethan Kurt and Cameron out there, man, not making it. Right now, still a very good race. I mean, I don't know if you've ever heard of the saying, cream rises to the top. Well, definitely it has, because some of the best here have rose to the top right now of the top 10 here in the Xfinity Series. And a lot of these guys you see out here, you see them on Thursday night too. Now, some of these is a progression. To name a few, Marty Ray, Hunter McDaniel, they moved up from the Truck Series up into the Xfinity Series this season. So it's new to them. Their next progression, obviously, if they want to, is to move it on up into the Cup Series, where, you know, we say that's pretty much the best of the best in ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Very, very good drivers out there, and a lot of good drivers, man, that come in and coming about. So, a lot of the drivers you see out here, it's a good stepping stone here. It's different from the truck and the K&N, because you don't see a lot of these drivers, the top drivers, I'm going to say, let me rephrase that, down in the Truck Series and whatnot, as you would. So as a driver like Hunter or Marty Ray, as they progress through the level, competition gets even greater.
Yeah, I mean, I remember Hunter McDaniel last season. He was the first ever K&N champion. You know, now look at him. He's up here running 8th in the Xfinity Series in just his second season here with Extreme Motorsports. Also, Travis Pryor, he started off in the K&N series, which he still ran. He still runs right now, still leading in points in the K&N series. Before last night's race, Marty Ray, seen him in the K&N and trucks. So it's definitely fun to watch these guys progress through the different series and move up.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Definitely is one of those things. Yeah, you like to see guys, man, progressing. Guys definitely wanting to better themselves and learn and get out here and race. Right now, Travis Pryor running in a 10th place spot. He started this race 29th, Dave. So he was dead last coming into this thing, and right now has moved himself up to 10th, and he's looking for more because he's right there on Richie Evans and Hunter McDaniel, who we were talking about, who are in a pretty good fight. We talk about Richie Evans. Richie Evans, actually, he's a couple ones down here. He ran into Cup Series for a while, but he loved the actual Xfinity Series a little better. Some guys do and whatnot. And Dave says it's 19 here. Yeah, it's cold. But hey, it's hot on the track.
I wish I was down there instead of here.
That's what I'm saying.
I can deal with the warm weather because you can remove clothes, or well, actually, I guess cold weather is better because you can only remove so much clothes before you get arrested.
Well, you know, I've always put it to you this way: I can put on more clothes than I can take off. So I can put layers and layers and layers and try to get warm, as opposed to if it was 150 degrees, I can only take off so much.
Oh, I know. I mean, way back yonder when I was a kid, I mean, I'd be outside in 10-degree weather with just a t-shirt on and be like, it's cold. Now if it gets below 40, I'm like earmuffs and heavy jackets and scarves and long john underwear.
Yeah. With you on that one, man. I do love cold weather, don't get me wrong. And John, you're right out there. These guys in this car, they get about 190 top speed. Hunter McDaniel in the wall. Boy, he almost lost that thing right there. got up in the wall, tapped it a little bit, lost a couple positions, but you want an idea, the Cup car here will hit almost 205, 206 down those front stretch before they head off into the turn. You're going to see that tomorrow night here at Michigan. That is some bad, fast speed. And like I always say, bad, fast drivers and some bad, fast cars doing some bad, fast things on a huge, huge, fast track tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, here the thing is here at Michigan, there's no restrictor plate. These cars can push 205, unlike Talladega, Daytona, where they have the restrictor plate kind of slowing them down a little bit.
Yep, absolutely. And, you know, even there, you're almost running about 200 miles an hour with those things and inches apart from each other. It looks like Davis Richards is back on course. The problem is he is 7 laps down. But, I mean, he's not going to give up. He's going to try to do everything he is. Got a battle right here going on for 5th spot. James Thorndike's going door to door there with the 88 of John Houston. Going to see who's going to win this one across the line. James Thorndike's going to get it that time, but they're going to head off into the road. We got to start talking about pit stops here pretty soon, Dave. I got a feeling some green flag stops as we got 46 to go in this one.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are looking 23 to 25 laps since their last pit, so the question is how much longer are they going to be able to run?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, this place is, I don't want to say is bad on tires, but I'm not sure what it is now. Definitely haven't had a chance to talk to any of the drivers on how the tire wear is. Maybe one of them will poke their head out there in the chat and let us know and whatnot, but definitely haven't really talked to many of the drivers about tire wear, tire management here. I know in the past it can get pretty slick. It looks like, and when they go into the turn, it does look to me though they are taking that middle groove, which is I'm used to doing when I drove here before. Is when they come into the turn, you see it's not the bottom groove, but you see where that little black line is right there, one groove up. They keep those left side tires right there on that line going around. You can see it actually coming to turn 3 right there, and that's the preferred line. If you go too far down, it's a little loose. You go too far up, it'll push it right up on into the turn. So definitely is a fine line here on this track, even though there is multiple grooves here.
Yeah, I mean, well, let's take a look at lap times. You know, right now, these guys were running 39.5s to about 40-second lap times at the start of the race. We're 26, 27 laps in. They're now running 41, 42-second lap times. So you're looking almost 2-3 second difference in just 27 laps.
Yeah, understandable right there. Tell you what, Mike Rominger's the man putting it on the move right here. He is definitely trying to fight to get up front there as he has taken over the second place spot. Still good battle going on here. Tom Whitmore, James Thorndike, John Houston. As John's going to look like he's going to thread that needle 3 wide all for a second. He thought better of it, as looks like James got that inside groove. Oh, he runs up on Tom real quick. Oh, they slammed each other. They got the contact right there. John's got to get out of it or he's going to go up into the wall. I don't know if that was maybe a little neck code involved. Either way, they got together and touched just ever so slightly right there in the turn.
Yeah, it looks like James is running a little lower there and coming through the middle of that turn. Just kind of pushed up a little bit right into John Houston, but good job by both drivers, definitely maintaining it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Definitely is one thing here is Mike Rominger, like we just said, took that second spot away from Alan J. Elwood. Tom Whitmore still sitting in the 4th place spot. James Thorndike there in 5th. John sitting in the 6th. Jevin 7th. Travis Pryor's moved it up into 8th. Marty Ray in 9th. Tyler Sippert sitting in the top 10. We'll tell you what, Dave, we got 42 laps here tonight here, Michigan International Speedway. And folks, it has been a very, very good one. I think this will be a good time here, man, for us to take a quick commercial break, step away for a moment, and as your man Sean Zulu, or Shula, as I call him, would say, get your refreshments and all, and we'll be right back, man, after these words.
Ever wanted to drive a real race car on a famous NASCAR track? The staff at Stock Car Racing Experience will suit you up, teach you what you need to know, and put you behind the wheel of a 160-mile-per-hour stock car on NASCAR's famous Pocono Raceway.
That was great. I enjoyed it. Unbelievable.
It's that unique, one-of-a-kind experience you'll never forget.
It was definitely worth it.
The second time I did it, and I'm still shaking.
Call or register online at 877stockcar.com for a heart-pounding, once-in-a-lifetime experience. You won't forget it.
Alright folks, welcome back. We're back here live at Michigan International Speedway here for ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series here. And we're in the midst of green flag pit stops. We're watching that man. He's taking back over the top spot there. Jake Nichols, as he roars back to the front as Nate Trito, I believe, is about to go into the pits here. So we took that quick commercial break. Appreciate everybody hanging out here tonight. And what's up, Austin? How you doing out there? But Dave, I tell you what, this race right now is about everything we thought it would be. We've got 34 laps to go here. A very good one. One caution as of tonight right now. So, very, very good one. Had 3 lead changes out here. Been a very, actually, really, really good race.
Yeah, and the thing of it is most that we seen go out on tires here was right about 34 laps. We've got 33 laps to go, but here's the thing to look at. Jake Nichols, Nate Trito, Tom Wetmore, Mike Rominger, John Houston are top 5. They've got 8 to 11 laps already on their tires. I think they're going to have to pit again, but I think some of these guys that have already pitted, they might be able to make it without having to come in again.
Going to be close. I mean, I'm with you on that one. It's a John said, I tell you, I need a convertible stock car if I plan to get in one of these things. So you're right. But yeah, I agree with you on there, Dave. Want to be a close one here. They went about, what did you just say, 28 laps last time? 29 laps?
I think a few of them did 33, 34 laps.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, that's you can serve some fuel, conserve some tires. Definitely, you can take it the whole entire way. I mean, this race, obviously, which we've said it before, knock on wood, don't want to jinx it, has the makeup of going green the rest of the way. Obviously, when we say that, business picks up as we get going on. But it definitely has that feel to taking it all the way, kind of a caution-free style to the green flag. And man, look at that. I'm going to tell you what. He is, I hate to see it. I hate to say it. We're talking about the points and all here, Dave. But I got to mention this because he has won a race in the series. I believe he's won a race. All right, let me go here and actually double check right fast. Yeah. Oh, yep, there he is. Let me see. No, he hadn't won a race. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But he's right there, close. If he could pull a win off tonight, that's Nate Trito. But he's one of those guys, Nate Trito. He's only had 6 starts. This would be a 7th start. And here in Extreme, and I know, and a lot of drivers know here on the rules, you have to have 8 starts in the 10 race season, regular season, to qualify for the chase, along with being in the top 20 in points. And obviously, you got to be in the top 20 in points if you win a race. Now, if you're in the top 12 in points or further up, you can get in by points. But you've got to, if you win a race, you've got to have 8 races on your belt, and you got to be top 20 in the points. Right now, he's out of top 20, but a fantastic run right now. That's why I bring that up. He started 22nd. He's currently sitting in 3rd. Nate's one of those guys who definitely knows how to wheel one of these machines around here.
Oh yeah, and I mean, just look a few spots back there. Alan Elwood, he started 24th. He's moved up into 5th, and a newcomer, a young gun, as we were talking earlier, Travis Pryor. I mean, he started 27th. He's running up in 12th, so he's almost got him a top 10 here in the Xfinity Series.
Absolutely, right behind him, David Elliott also. And I tell you, it's Very good. Well, I tell you what, since we're talking about drivers and all, let's do what, man, they love out here. Let's actually see if we can't give them an OSR Network rundown order of these bad fast machines out here. We'll start off with that man right there out front. He put it on pole tonight, and he's led 56 laps so far. He's out front. Jake Nichols running right there in a 73 machine. Second place man Tom Whitmore started fourth, currently sitting in second place right now, running very good. Nate Trito, we were just talking about him, started 22nd here tonight, currently sitting in the third place. He's led a lap out there so far. The Valvoline machine looking good in third place. Mike Rominger, Mr. Extreme himself, he's right there currently in the fourth place spot with the Napa Know-How machine, and he definitely knows how to get around this track. Very, very good. Now behind him, Alan J. Elwood, and probably the reason why he's dropped off pace is he's got a little damage on the right side of that car, but he did start 24th, currently 5th. He's got a win under his belt this season, so he is locked into the chase here and looking very, very good in that. Heading on momentum going into the chase next week. Sixth place man, the 88 machine there, John Houston, started third, currently sixth. Seventh place man, James Thorndike. I'll tell you what, he was a lone wolf, man, trying to come in here on the cutoff line at 12th in points. Right now running very, very good to solidify that spot to get himself in the chase and a bye for a championship here in the Xfinity Series. Right now running in 7th. Richie Evans, another one. He's been in this series for a few seasons now. He's currently running the 8th place spot. Started 8th right there in that 48 machine. Tyler Sifford got the Tide Ride, cleaning it up here tonight. Started 12th, sitting in 9th. That's Mr. Popularity himself. Everybody just loves him because he's popular out there. I don't know why, but hey, man's popular. Got a fan club. Marty Ray sitting in the 10th place spot. Got that Eco Boost running good. Started 7th. A little damage on the right side of the machine. No harm, no foul. Travis Pryor, we were just talking about him. He's another one. He's got the family members are running sky high out there, jumping up and down the living room. As he's got that 181 machine coming from 29th, currently running an 11th place spot. 12th place right now, David Elliott, looking good in the 42 machine. 13th, Adam Heisenhower's got that simspeedshop.com machine, and he's definitely got some speed up underneath of it because he's in 13th from 26th spot, starting spot here tonight. Hunter McDaniel, tore up, no problem. He's got the Marines on board, sitting in the 14th place machine, or spot, excuse me, and the number 74 there, Greg Bradshaw. He's looking good. He's currently sitting in the 15th place. 16th place man, Scott Mitten right there. He's got Ferocity Motorsports, and he's definitely looking fierce out there, sitting in the 16th place. Greg Lerman, he's got STP, got a lot of oil on that thing. And he's slick going around the track, currently running 17th place. 18th place, Cody McFadden. He's looking good, started 13th. Right now fell off the pace just a little bit, but he's right in the 18th, maintaining. Old Nick Hunt, the 00 man with one hair flying in the wind. He currently started 15th. He's back in the 19th place spot. And I'm going to tell you what, he's going to get in this chase one way or another. He's going to keep fighting it until the end here. And he's got that card, a good remembrance of his late great daughter right there. Vern Bradley, one of the crafty old veterans out here. He started 10th. He fell off the pace a little bit back in 20th. He's sitting there running that number 14 machine. 03 machine in the Van Yoy construction machine. That's Don Kidder right there. Out there running, man, just trying to get him some laps in, learn this car, pace himself around this track. Started 19th, currently running 23rd right now, and definitely he's looking for more if he can get on up front. Bryce Senesac, he's another one. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's got a win here this season. No harm, no foul on him, so just trying to fill this thing out here tonight. Currently running in 22nd. Derek Robinson right there, looking good with a Lionel Racing right there in the 23rd. Machines 5 laps down, and we were talking about Davis Richards. We talked about him prior race here tonight. He's got the Burroughs Truck Shop with the Sullivan equipment sales machine there. Just not the night he wanted to try to get in the chase. He was right there on the outside looking in, but he's sitting in 24th position as of right now. And the cars that are out of this race, Mason Weitzel sitting in 25th, Matt Hoover 26th. We got Ethan Kurtz 27th. Along with Cameron Hearn back in the 29th position. And folks, I tell you what, it takes us back up front here to that man right there who has led 63 laps so far. and that 73 machine. He's got a huge lead of a 3.2 seconds right now over the second place man, Tom Whitmore, and that'd be Jake Nichols. And some good paint jobs, Dave. Some very, very good sponsors out there, and that concludes your OSR Network rundown order. Hope all y'all appreciated that. And that's a lot of cars.
Well, I mean, we're still looking at 24 cars, 22 cars still out on the track, because we've got some people down on pit road right now. 6 of Tom Whitmore, he slides it as he comes into pit road. Slides into the inside wall, trying to get slowed down entering pit road.
Yes, he did. Caught that live coming in. Tom Whitmore coming in hot and heavy. Looked like a guy on Top Gun with one of the fighter jets, man. He came in there about 1,000 miles an hour, and that thing stepped out sideways on him. That's going to hurt him a little bit time-wise. Again, he's in the, he's already in this chase now. You just said it. Pit stops, and then he overshot his pit stop, had to back up a little bit. But pit stops, these guys are taking them off early here. And that, not a problem. I mean, that might be a strategy on their end.
Well, I mean, we did see Jake Nichols. He's now 5.5 seconds ahead of Mike Rominger. Coming in early, though. If Jake stays out, that gives you some time on fresher tires to try to catch him. So that way when Jake goes in for his pit stop, there's a little bit of a lesser gap there. So,
yep.
I mean, we saw Nate Trito in the last one. He went in early. By the time all the pit stops were done, he actually got to lead some laps. So
there you go. I think Tom got a speeding penalty when he came on pit road like he did there. He got held. He had an awful long pit stop. I didn't see any damage that he might have had to took some optional on, but a 30-second pit stop, and we're under caution here. And boy, that's going to hurt a lot of them.
Oh, and Jake Nichols is down on pit road when the yellow came out.
Okay. See who the caution was on. It took me back on John Houston, but I don't think that's who it was. See who it was?
It's going to be the 98 of Tyler Sipper.
Okay. Well.
Contact between Tyler Sippert and John Houston.
Yeah, I'm watching it right here. Ooh. Yeah, just racing. We'll just call it just racing. How's that? John Houston went by bumped just a little bit before, then just got in the back of Tyler, and then just got in the side of him, and Tyler went around. So, racing deal.
Yeah, but there was another driver, man. He hit hard Tyler Sippert there.
Yes, he did.
Trying to catch a number on that.
Yeah, I went live back with it, but I mean, just unfortunate.
I think it's going to be the one machine.
Number one, that would actually be Nate. Nate Trito. Wow, who was just up front. Yeah, because he looks like he's way, way back in 19th now. Hate to see that on Nate Trito's part there. Wow.
Yeah, and he's smoking heavily, so he blew his engine.
Yeah. Oh man, I'd hate to see that. He was up front running about third or so. Alright, well, on the caution here, and let's see, the thing that we got to sort out here though, Dave, is a lot of guys were on pit road at that time. Some guys hadn't made a pit stop. Some guys are just going to have to do the wave around. Some guys, will have to do the wave around. Now Nick Hunt, up there in the 5th place spot. actually benefits him quite well, along with let's see, actually let's see where James Thorndike is. Oh, there he is, 10th place spot. Just fall asleep over there, man?
No. Trying to just messing with some of my settings or something. It's going a little goofy with my screen.
Oh, I got you. I'm trying to see here if at all anything. I just Richie Evans. He's really going to need a lot of help to get in this one, and obviously right now being back in 17 spots, Nick Hunt and James Thorndike pretty much as of right now, if this race ended, would lock those last two positions up. Yeah, I mean it would just take. It's going to take somebody just I think pretty much winning to be able to do it as of right now. Now even with Tyler Sifford, he was 256. Yeah, Richie Evans is just 25 points. Yeah, even with Tyler Sifford being back where he's at, it's just mathematically, if my math's right, obviously, I just don't see Richie Evans being able to. He would pretty much have to win the race.
Yeah, so I mean, that's going to be the thing.
Absolutely. Well, still puts Jake Nichols up front. Travis Pryor, look at that. He's going to be in second. Man, what a... hey, wow. Hey, I'm going to tell you what, he definitely looking very good here. He would love to be in the top 20 in points, and the win would put him in. But, I mean, that's a very, very good finish here so far.
Yeah, most definitely.
Wow. Anyways, as we can say, to go back green flag racing here. Gonna be a you know what, Travis Pryor. Even if he finished a second, I got to root for him. I mean, I really do. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like rooting for Jake out there. I like rooting for all these guys, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you what. I lost Dave in the chat here, where he went to, but he'll be back. Lost Dave here in the chat. He'll be back here soon, so definitely want to. But hey, we're back green flag racing here, folks. As old Jake Nichols out front. Definitely doing a very, very good one right now. What's up, John? How you doing out there, man? Been a very good run so far. Jake Nichols gets a good jump. And I know Pat T's out there right now jumping up and down because Travis Pryor has moved that thing from the last place spot to second place here with 14 to go, folks. Scott Mitten also sitting there in third. Vern Bradley's trying to do everything he can there with Greg Bradshaw. Well, it's a whole different ball game, but here comes Alan J. Elwood on the chart. Adam Eisenhower, he's got the speed shop machine flying, coming around the turn. Well, right now looking good up front. Jake's running away here in this last race of the season here for ExtremeMotorsports99.com. We start the chase race after this one. Well, right now, look at Alan J. Elwood dive it down on the inside with a 4. He's almost got in the back corner of the 186 of Adam. Has to hold on to it just for a little bit. 13 to go in this one. Very good fight. And like I say, Dave, he's having a little technical issues. He'll be back here shortly, hopefully for the end of this one. If not, we'll call this thing. Great action going on right now. Up front, they're side by side. Nick Hunt's got his hands full with Alan J. Elwood. Oh, he goes up the track 3 wide, coming to the line. And they're going to come across the line, still 3 wide there, side by side. Nick Hunt and the Double C Road meet in the middle of the sandwich. As look at that, Alan J. Elwood takes that spot as Adam Eisenhower. They'll go door to door. James Thorndike is moving it up to the front. You still got Jake Nichols right there. Travis Pryor still up front along with Scott Mitten. But look at this, 3 wide again here for the 7th, 8th, and 9th spot as Nick Hunt right now, you're right, go time here, almost 10 to go. Keep in mind, the last lap, that ends at 5 to go. Caution comes out, that ends it, as I always like to say. Coming across the line, Nick takes that 7th place spot. But he has work to do because he's got Adam Eisenhower all over his back deck lid there. And along with the man that's the James Thorndike. Now, James Thorndike actually right there in the 8th place, who is trying to do everything he possibly can. So a very good fight of machines here. As, boy, I tell you what, Alan J. Elwood is a man possessed on the move. He is crawling all over it. That number 4 machine, he is right there up underneath the 14 of Vern Bradley and giving him everything he can handle as he's trying to push that machine around Michigan here tonight. As a little bump and rubbing going on up front. Nice race so far. Jake Nichols is checking out with a 1.4 second lead over Travis Pryor. But that man right there in the 4 machine, he is a possessed demon out there in the Alan J. Elwood's design car of the number 4 there of Alan J. Elwood. He is storming to the front. He's got Fox on that thing and definitely making it bad, fast, slick like a fox as he's looking to try to take over now the 3rd place spot away from Scott Mitten. And then he's going to work over Travis Pryor. Travis Pryor currently in 2nd, but I'll tell you what, a Cinderella story it's been for him all race long. That kid right there came from last place, currently running 2nd. Even if he finished a top 5 or 10 here, that's a win-win on my book. Either way you look at it. Right now he's holding strong though in that 181 machine. Travis Pryor is in 2nd spot with Scott Mitten sitting 3rd. Alan J. Elwood in 4th. Vern Bradley 5th. Greg Bradshaw sitting in 6th. James Thorndike right there in 7th. Nick Hunt though, wow. Well, I tell you what, that guy, man, is doing everything he can to hang on to a top 10. Adam Eisenhower with the Sim500 machine. Looking very, very good currently in the 9th place. Behind him, though, Mike Rominger. He's got in between him Richie Evans, though. We got 8 laps to go in this one as these guys are battling throughout the field. Look at Richie Evans right there. Up front, though, Alan J. Elwood is trying to do everything he can. He's on the inside of Scott Mitten. Scott's on the back deck lid of Travis Pryor. Travis knows he probably don't have the tires to hold him off. At the hard charger there, the number 4 machine himself, Alan J. Elwood, comes out of the turn 4 here. As Jake crosses that line, will be 7 laps to go. They're still neck and neck there, side by side, going into turn number 1. At number 4 machine, Alan J. Elwood. Travis Pryor almost lost it. Door to door with inches coming into turn 2 out of it right now, storming down the back stretch. You gotta be kidding me. Right here, Travis scrapes the wall out of turn 2. Scott Mitten's right beside of him, and that's going to bring in the mix James Thorndike. Also, luckily just for a few here. As you see, these guys, man, definitely are running their wheels off of these cars tonight. Definitely a very, very good one. And I told you they were out there right now screaming and hollering as Travis Pryor has done what he needed to do. Started dead last. He's right now in the 4th place spot. A very, very good finish nonetheless for that young kid out there who is driving his heart out in the 181. Jake Nichols, though, the Superman himself, well, he's got the cape flying, flapping in the wind, and he is long gone. 2.4 seconds over that 2nd place man right there, Alan J. Elwood, who has came back to the front in the 2nd place spot. Scott Mitten there in the number 50 machine. Well, he's done a very fine job here tonight as he has come from the 20th spot all the way up to 3rd place right now. And I tell you what, folks, a caution comes out right here. It would definitely be over with. But look at these cars right now. They are fanned out. Here comes James Thorndike up underneath Travis Pryor there for a second. As Nick Hunt's got his hands full with a 186 machine there, Adam Eisenhower. He looks to the inside. He's going to see if he can't get it done. Can't quite get it done quite yet. But hey, well, Dave, man, said he's having a few technical difficulties on his internet, and that's fine. We'll finish this thing out as we got 4 to go here at Michigan International Speedway. ExtremeMotorsports99.com, Xfinity Series, and folks, I'm going to tell you what, this right here, the last race of the regular season. Richie Evans, he's a lap down, but he's going to it neck and neck with Nick Hunt, who is sitting in 7th. Who's got Adam Eisenhower right behind him, along with Mike Rominger right there. Nick would love to come out of here with a good finish here in the 7th place spot right now. Definitely a very, very good place for him. Oh, definitely Travis has got to be all excited. Man, he's got a good run right now. But this battle here, look at Mike Rominger almost get up there into the quarter panel of that man. Boy, that was very, very, very close. It is, we got 3 laps to go in this one. Richie Evans is definitely trying to fight right there. He's trying to hang on. Can't quite get it done yet. Good battle here. Lap down machine there. Richie Evans is running 17th. You got Nick Hunt right there on his, trying to hang on to 7th. Adam Eisenhower, he would have to get around those machines if he can. The battle, though, right here. Mike Rominger's doing everything he can. It ain't over with yet. No, it's not. Right now, though, Jake Nichols has got a 2.1 second lead over our 2nd place man of Alan J. Elwood. Alan J. Elwood definitely, he stormed to the front. Just not enough time to run down. He's definitely fast out here and got a very, very fast machine. Scott Mitten right there in the 3rd place. Wow, what a comeback for him here. He's trying to just hang on to it here in 3rd. James Thorndike right there. And look at this mess of a battle going on. Nick Hunt is going to take this thing to 7th place. He's trying to hold off Adam Eisenhower, who is on the inside. Battle for position here at a turn 4. They're coming to the white flag one more time around Michigan International Speedway. They are 3 wide, coming to the out of the line in a turn 1. Folks, that is actually right there for the 7th, 8th spot. Adam Eisenhower takes that spot away, as you got to be kidding me. Now they're running up on Travis Pryor, coming out of turn 2 for the final time. They'll storm down the backstretch. Jake Nichols has the lead here so far. He's definitely got a huge, huge lead. Look at this. Richie Evans moves on the inside. Nick Hunt's going to dive one more time to try to take that spot. Can he get it done? Jake's coming out of turn 4 for the final time. We'll take it. Oh, they bump up there. Travis does. Richie Evans, Adam Eisenhower. Travis Pryor hangs on to that position. Holy cow, to the line. Travis finishes in 2nd. And what a run to the line to finish this one here tonight. But that man right there pretty much dominated the whole entire field all night long. Jake Nichols put it into the wind and definitely did what he had to do and won this thing here tonight. Wow, what a thriller of a race here at Michigan International Speedway, folks. Loved every minute of it. Hope y'all loved that one. That was some awesome. Well, I appreciate it, John, as always. I hope y'all do enjoy, man, the commentating. I hope you enjoy the chatting, as you always say. Let's see if we can't get a few of these guys, man, up here and get a talk in with them. Well, that was we're going into the chase next week. But I'm going to tell you what, with that finish of Nick Hunt and James Thorndike, I'm pretty sure that they are actually going to be in the, they made it in the chase there without a doubt. Very good finish on their end. Wow, gotta love it. See if I find Scott Mitten here. He's way down here on the bottom. That man right there, yeah, do it right. Burn them down, my friend. Burn them down. As if we can't find Alan J. Elwood. Probably gonna be way down here on the bottom somewhere. Trying to look for him right past Alan J. Elwood. Alan J. Elwood. There he is. Alan J. Elwood. Alright, good deal. Let's bring him up here. I'm going to get a talk in with all these guys here tonight. Now, Nick Hunt finishing in 7th spot. James Thorndike finishing in 4th place spot. Travis Pryor bringing it home there in 6th. Greg Bradshaw, good finish for him there in 5th, and obviously Scott Mittenson in 3rd. So with that, that's pretty much going to lock our chase in here tonight at Michigan. Wow, what a finish here. But let me bring up our 3rd place man, Scott Mitten.
Caution that to come out.
Scott Mitten, Joy in the booth, got a copy?
Sure do.
Man, Scott, I tell you what, you did everything you possibly could do tonight to bring that machine home to the front side, and you had a very, very good car. But wow, a great pit stop on that last call there. And the caution flew when you needed it to, and you brought this thing home in 3rd place. How's it feel?
Feels great. That last caution, man, I really was hoping we weren't going to get that caution. Me and I think the 186 probably were going to make it, not having to stop again. I was about a half a lap to the good, it looked like. So I was really disappointed to see that caution come out. I think we could have maybe stole one away, but a 3rd place I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely, man. A 3rd place finish here. Nothing to hang your hat on, or hang your head on, so to speak. Definitely battling back, and you started back in about the 20-some position here tonight, and you brought that thing to the front. How was the track all night long, and how was the car handling?
The car was really good. It was pretty snug most of the run. Toward the end, it got a little bit loose off, but it was a good car. It was nice to run with some of the guys, you know, closer toward the front. Big picture was making the playoffs. This is the last race before the chase starts, so wanted to get a good finish, and we definitely did that. Yeah,
no doubt about it. Definitely a tremendous finish here. Pulling it off here tonight, 3rd place run for the season finale before we go into the chase here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series. Got anybody out there you want to thank for this awesome finish here at Michigan?
I just want to thank you guys for broadcasting us, and then thanks to Rick and everybody that puts on the show here at Extreme. It's a great league, and I'm just happy to be part of it and happy to have this Ferocity Ford Mustang in the top 3 tonight.
All right, sounds good. Well, again, congratulations on that 3rd place run here tonight, Scott Mitten.
Thanks, bud.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, let's get him down there to the tower. We're going to get up here and talk to our 2nd place man. He was a hard charger tonight, Alan J. Elwood. Alan J. Elwood, Joy in the booth, got a copy?
I have you, Joe.
Well, I tell you what, man, you had Fox on the side of the car. You looked like a slick Fox out there tonight. You definitely had a lot of horsepower. You were coming through that field on that last restart. It's not enough time to run down Jake out there. You were running down some good lap times, though. How was the car all night long? I mean, he started back in the back of the pack, and you were able to bring it to the front. You know, what happened on that last caution there, or excuse me, last caution and the last actual pit stop? Did you just get behind?
Yeah, I actually missed my pit stall, so luckily the caution saved us, and I knew there wasn't a lot of people on the lead lap, so I was like, okay, this isn't too bad, and I worked my way up through those guys, and like I was telling Jake, the last like 5 or 6 laps, I think I figured out what I was doing wrong earlier in the race, because I was actually faster, but I don't know. I mean, just starting in the back, you know, really hinders any progress that you make through the race, and I got up there, made a mistake running 2nd, and it kind of went a little downhill, but, you know, we made up, so not too bad of a night.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've seen you do it before, and obviously you won one race. You know, you started off, man, a little bit down in the early in the race, but toward the middle to the end, seemed like you find something and something clicks, you turn on the light switch, and you come to the front, and you're able to do what you need to do now. But that said, we start the chase next week. Obviously, it's Talladega. That's one of those wild card races. You know, anything can happen there. But this momentum going into the chase, how does that help your mentality? How does that help you going into the chase?
I don't think it does anything at Talladega. As many races as you've probably seen there, it doesn't matter how well you've been running. Like you said, it's a crapshoot. So top 5, top 10, you feel like you won coming out of there. After that point, we have some really strong tracks I've run really well at. But Talladega, you just, Lady Luck has to be on your side. That's about it.
Yeah, well, you know, I always call it the wild card race, like you just said. You definitely got to have a lot of luck there. I mean, speed plays a factor and whatnot, but you definitely got a car to fear here in this chase. And like we said, once we get past that Talladega race, obviously coming out of it with a good finish and whatnot. There's some strong tracks there. We've seen you do some amazing things throughout this season, and definitely it's going to be interesting now as the chase is upon us starting next week. It's going to be interesting to see what you can do, and the many other drivers out there, all 12 of them, can do. We've seen what Jake can do, obviously, all season long, but we've seen you beat him on occasion out there, run him down, and do some awesome things. So it's going to be interesting to watch you, man, through the chase. But hey, tonight, pulled it off in second here at Michigan. Game out there you want to thank?
Well, teammates at Alliance, Richie, Mike got in the chase as far as I'm aware, on point. So great job on his part. I was trying to work with him tonight to get him up there, and sure enough, he pulled it off. Richie didn't have so much of good luck, but still a valiant effort on his part. You guys for putting on the broadcast as always, Joe. You do a great job, and Extreme for putting on the race.
Hey, I appreciate it, man, nonetheless. And you're right, Mike Rominger pulling it off here tonight, making that chase on points. We call him Mr. Extreme himself there, past champion. So it's going to be interesting to see y'all two, man, going through this chase as it's going to heat up coming next week. On in for the next 5 races again. Congratulations on that second place run tonight, Alan J. Elwood.
Thank you.
All right. I'll tell you what, let's run off down here in the victory lane. Talk to this man right here. Jake Nichols, we call him the Superman, and he dominated tonight. Jake, Joe ain't up the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, you know, from the start of this race on, you put it on pole out here at Michigan. I know you've said in the past it's one of your favorite tracks here. And man, I tell you what, you look like a very fast hot potato out there. You had a bad fast machine, and all night long just commanded it out there. How does this momentum, tonight's win here at Michigan, bring about you going in next week, going into the chase? How's that fair momentum-wise going in, even though it is Talladega next week? You know what that race it is, but how does it help you mental-wise going into the chase?
I think it helps a lot. Of course, Talladega, as long as you come out of there with a good finish, that helps for the final 4 races. So this win certainly helps the mindset going in to try to go win Talladega and go win everything else after that. But it was a really good race. We stayed clean for the majority of it. Led the most, I think 83 laps out of 90, so that's pretty good. I think it certainly helps going in, but with Talladega, it's kind of a crapshoot there where you could start on pole but get wrecked turn 1 and be a part of the big one. So it just it's all about surviving next week, and that really gives you the outlook of the next 4.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I always call the Talladega race, the first race of the chase there, a wild card style race. And like what you said, we've seen in the past, you've taken the attitude going in there. Obviously, everybody wants to win, but coming in there, at least just coming out of that place with a good finish, and then from that point on going. And even Alan J. Elwood, I was talking to him just a second ago, he basically said, mirrored what you just said right there. Going into next week, really, momentum just does not play a factor. Some luck there on that track, and coming out of there maybe the top 5, top 10, and then going from that point on. So it's going to be interesting. But hey, you blistered the field here tonight, the last race of the season here at the Xfinity Series here at Extreme Motorsports 99. It's been a very good one. Your first, from my knowledge, first full Xfinity Series here in Extreme. How has this regular season been? If you could go back and recap on some of the races, how have you looked back on your experience on the Xfinity car here in Extreme?
It's been fun. Had some bad luck. A lot of the races have played out similar to Cup, except instead of having the luck go towards us, it usually goes negative towards us in this series. And thankfully, there's also races where we don't need luck, and we just run so good that luck doesn't play into a factor for us. We had that late race caution tonight. I could have changed a little bit the outcome, but not. I really don't think it would have changed too much. But overall, this season it's been fun. We've had some good races, some with cautions, but that's going to happen in racing, especially on iRacing with netcode in play as well. Really looking forward to the final 5. Really see who shines in the chase with pressure on their back. I think we can handle pressure pretty good, so hopefully we can go and potentially win both championships this season.
Well, you know, last night, our past champion here in Extreme Motorsports 99 Xfinity Series, Keith Haney, Obviously missing the chase this season, but you know, he was in the same position you were coming in this season. Had an opportunity to win both titles in both series. Obviously, you know, clinching the Xfinity Series title, and then coming within 10 points of yourself last season in the chase and the cup there, of getting both of them and making history here at Extreme Motorsports. Definitely, I know it's something that you're trying to gear towards, but it is a hard thing. Like I said, different car, different mentality, different race sets here. Going to the chase, got a lot of great competitors there, man. Going to be vying for that title, and it's going to be interesting to watch you do it. So, man, got anybody out there you want to thank, man, for this win tonight, though?
You at OSRN, love having you guys on board each and every week. You guys do an amazing job broadcasting each and every race. Everyone at Extreme Motorsports 99, all the drivers, all the admins. It's really fun, especially tonight with having a lot of clean racing. I was listening to music, so thanks Spotify, because I was listening to music for a lot of that, because we got so far up front, it was just like joyride, I guess. We're just coasting around and just riding, not pushing too hard. And thanks to everyone that tunes in each and every week. Couldn't have a broadcast if you guys wouldn't tune in, so thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, it definitely was. And hey, yeah, gotta give a shout out there to Spotify. Definitely. I mean, we haven't seen you do that in a while. You know, get that far out there in the lead, and just kind of cruise. Normally, like you said, in this series, we've had a lot of great competition. A lot of guys have getting pressure. Alan JL would come to mind real quick right off the bat, who has beat you a couple times in this series. He's found something. Don't know what it is. Flips a switch, a magic wand or something throughout the race, and comes on strong. So definitely something that's going to be fun to watch in the chase. But hey, again, congratulations here. You won the season finale here and the regular season. So we head off in the chase for ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Winner tonight, Jake Nichols, of calling the Superman here at Michigan. Again, congratulations, Jake.
Thank you.
Right. So we can get him down there. Good deal. Well, folks, I tell you, I hope y'all truly enjoyed that one. And it was an awesome thriller here to end the regular season, as next week we start the chase. That's right, Talladega plate style racing. We go from a bad fast track of Michigan, but to the high super speedway of door to door, wheel to wheel, side by side, and neck style racing. They'll be inches apart from each other, and there'll be white knuckle drivers all around that track. So until then, folks, I appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll catch you, man. Then we'll be back here tomorrow night for more Extreme Motorsports 99.com Cup Series action here from Michigan. Until then, everyone have a good night.